Hey! You can't do that, Lola. Okay, let's try that one again. Welcome back to another episode of My Chaotic Life. I'm going to run you through a week in the life this week, mainly because things have not gone to plan / go into plan, and I was going to have a week of no YouTube vlog this week, purely because of how much of a disaster things are at the moment, but I think this week is a perfect week to show you that even as coaches, we're human beings. We all have our own things going on in our personal lives outside of work. And for me, as a business owner, unfortunately, I don't get to escape that. I'm week, I don't know what week I am now, 6, 7 into the wedding prep series. I'm just coming up to nearly the end of my building phase. We've decided to start dieting from March onwards, so I've got another 2-3 weeks of maintaining / building. Physically, things going really well, training's absolutely flying, but work has had a massive hit this week. Unfortunately, one of my members of staff has had to finish work for personal reasons. She needs to be home with family, so I'm now a woman down, which is far from ideal. We've had to move nearly 50 clients overnight to myself and Jamie. It means picking up more shifts in the gym. It means a whole different plan of action for the next 3 to 6 months. The reality is, my plan was, with the team that I had, my plan was over the next 6 months I was going to be training the girls for me to be able to take a month off for my wedding. And I was hoping to have, 10 to 14 days off for my actual wedding in the build-up and a couple of days after, and then fly off on a honeymoon for 2, maybe 3 weeks. This now means I'm probably not going to be able to do that, because finding a new member of staff, training them up to a point where the girls trust them to run sessions, let alone to become a coach, it takes time, and that's tough. That's really, to be honest, really, really tough. I've had a really hard weekend mentally, and I wasn't going to say anything about it publicly on social media because it's really conflicting as a coach, especially as head coach for me anyway. I have this element of, like, I'm the boss, I have to have my shit together, I've got to know what I'm doing. Regardless of what happens, I have to be in control, I have to just take things as they come, I've got to be able to just get on with things, which I absolutely do, even when I have bad weeks. But then there's this other side as well, where it's like, actually, I'm just a human being. I'm literally just a 25-year-old woman trying to run a business with a job that I love, help other women change their lives, and I want to also be a real coach and show you that we too have struggles of our own, we too have problems that we're working through, without making it seem like everything is an absolute disaster, because I need to be strong and have shit together for my girls' sake. Because if I'm not in a position to control my own life, then who am I to help other women control theirs? So it's a massive tip off as to how much you share and how much you don't, but I want to be fully transparent and honest and say this weekend has been an absolute disaster. It is currently 10:30 on a Monday morning, the 12th of Feb, and everything happened yesterday. So Sunday is probably the worst day of the week for me to lose a member of staff, because check-in day is Monday. Our challenge girls started last week, so it's their first round of check-ins this week. So we have quite literally lost a coach of 50 clients in the space of about 12 hours notice. So I spent my whole day yesterday rearranging all our shifts in the gym, mapping out which clients are going to go to what coaches to make things better. I've had to completely change my own working week, and I've also, this week is actually a really, really important week for business. As the owner, for me, I've got a lot of very important meetings that I now need to work around too. So I'm not going to share too much about them just yet, but I'm hoping in the next couple of months there'll be a lot more for me to share. So if there could have been a worse time, this would have been it. But that's life, unfortunately. We've just got to deal with things as they come. I've updated my coach, just being fully honest with what's going on, how I found the weekend, and what's changing for me over the next couple of months now. Because it means I've got more clients, I've got more hours in the gym, but I've still got to manage the business and do the admin and do payments and do social media and do marketing and all these other things that are literally full-time jobs on their own. So realistically, things have got to change. I just signed up to a half marathon. If this had happened last week, I wouldn't have signed up to the half marathon, because realistically, half marathon training takes a lot of time and commitment. So we've now got to figure out my new balance of my working routine, my training routine, and where we go physically for me. Not just for my own physical journey in the build up to my wedding, but also my business journey, because the plan was that the business would be in a place where it didn't need me full time come my wedding, so that I could take some time off. The reality is now that's not going to happen. So as a person, while I totally understand the situation that's going on, and it is what it is with life, sometimes it can't be helped. Personally, for me, it is a little bit shit, and it's hard to take, because it's not just affected the next couple of weeks for me in terms of my physical progress or my business. It's probably affected the next 6 to 12 months of my personal life and my business life. So that's hard sometimes, you know. Again, I'm just a 25-year-old woman trying to run a business that I love and make everything else work, and it's kind of set back some goals now. Well, we've just got to kind of work around and reassess. So yeah, that is the update of where I'm at mentally. Full transparency, it's been really hard. Me and Jamie are going to have a really tough couple of months ahead of us, because that's two of the only online coaches in the business at the moment. So we now have to work with all of our clients, which now means that our capacity within the gym will totally change. The number of clients we can work with will change. It may mean some of our shifts have got to change. That's a lot to deal with, and that's a lot to process and to plan out for. So yeah, I was gonna just completely hide away from social media this week and just get my head stuck into work and figure it out as I go. But I thought actually this week is the perfect week to vlog and show you that you haven't got to have your shit together all the time to make progress. You haven't got to know exactly what's going on, and life is always going to throw you curveballs. Like, there's no avoiding it. I can't avoid it as coach and as business owner. You're definitely not going to be able to avoid it as a mother, as a partner, as someone working full time. You know, our health and fitness journey needs to work around our life, not our life around our health and fitness journey. So this week is the perfect week now where I can show you, right, this is what now changes with my physical goals to still achieve what I want to achieve, but we're going to have to do it in a different way because life is just taking priority right now. And that's okay, that happens. So the reality is, like I said, it's 10:30 on a Monday morning. I got up at 5:30 this morning to start check-ins for 6 o'clock. So I'm currently in hour 4 of check-ins. I've probably got another 2 hours worth of check-ins to do, but I've got a meeting at 12 o'clock. I need to take my car back to the garage at 1:30, and I've got a sit-in appointment. So I think I'm going to have to take my laptop with me, do my stuff from there. Then I'm at the gym tonight for some set-up meetings for new clients that are joining the team that will now have to become my clients instead of our old coaches' clients. So a whole load of changing around and winging it as we go. I won't be training today. I'm just going to go for a walk tonight to get my steps in. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I've just got to figure it out as I go. So let's go through a chaotic week in my life, because apparently the last couple of months have just been chaotic and it doesn't seem to be settling down. And every time I think life couldn't possibly get more stressful, I get another stressor thrown my way. So we're just going to wing it as we go. We're going to figure it out as we go. I'm going to take you with me to show you that actually it is okay to not have your life figured out sometimes. Maybe even all the time if you're anything like me. Off at 1:30 this afternoon to have a part replaced, fixed, changed, I don't know. The car got recalled in November 2022 and I'm now taking it back. Don't shout to me, get off my back, I've been busy, yes, for a whole last year. Anyway, I've taken it back. They had an issue, I had to go back again today because they didn't have one of the parts they needed. And after sitting there for 3 hours when it should have been an hour and a half appointment, it still isn't fixed. So I'm now in a courtesy car, which is more or less the same as my car. Well, no, it is the same car, it's just mine is the sport version and this one isn't. So like all the dashboard and stuff's all the standard spec. So I don't know how long I'm going to have this for, but I managed to finish all my check-ins when I was there. All my laptop work's done. Now I'm at the gym for a set-up meeting. It's 5:15. I still haven't had lunch, so I'm going to eat something now, take some meal prep from the gym, eat that as my lunch. do my setup meetings, then get home, finish my programming, and then I'm done for the day. I'm not doing any more laptop work today. I'm knackered. Sit down then. Sit. Oh, good girls. Wednesday morning, yesterday was wild. Started my morning in the gym doing my PT shift, and then I had some running round for some, fingers crossed, potentially exciting business news in the coming months, which is not something I can share on socials yet. And then, what did I do then? Oh, I went to Noel Khan last night, so I had to bomb home, get myself ready, get back to the gym to take classes, and go straight to the train station, ready for a night in Cardiff watching Noel Khan, which was absolutely insane. My voice had just come back this morning. It's been sort of coming and going, which is far from ideal. And then we didn't get in till like 1 o'clock this morning. The train was an absolute nightmare. It was a rammed coming home, and I am knackered this morning. Oh my god, I'm feeling it. I have not been out that late in a very long time, and I forgot what it's like, especially in the weekday when I go work the next morning. But thankfully now my shift doesn't start until 9:45 today, so I'm just literally doing some bagels for me and Jamie because we've both not had time to do breakfast. So getting some bagels and some protein yogurts together for us both, and then I'm going to go into the gym, do my shift, which will finish at like 1:30, and then I need to train, I need to get home, do my laptop work, and then I'm back to the gym tonight for classes. So plan of action this afternoon is to catch up with all my clients, go through everything I need to go through with all of my new clients, and then start doing, I've got a new system I'm implementing for the business to sort all, like systemizing and optimizing all of the back end work that I don't need to do manually and is taking up way too much of my time. But given I'm now a staff member down, my plan of action was over the next couple of weeks I would have had the time to get all of this implemented that I've now paid for, and now I don't have that time, but I've still paid for it and it still needs to be done, so I need to find the time and I need to make it work. So gonna train, gonna get home, catch up with clients, try to get started on some of this automation stuff that I need to do, and then I'm back at the gym tonight for classes. So when I finish and get home at like 7ish, my plan is to get back on the laptop and try and do some more of the business stuff, because it's not going to get done if I don't make time to get it done. So yeah, that's my plan of action. I'm literally wrapping up some Lotus Biscoff bagels just for a carb source before I start work, with a protein yogurt, and then I'm away to go. Bomb into the gym, busy day. Tomorrow is a long day as well, but laptop wise, tomorrow's a long day laptop wise, but all my like actual work will be done by like 11-12, so I've literally got the whole afternoon to sit at the laptop and try and get as much done with this work as I can. And then Friday is a similar story, in the gym early, but in the afternoon and evening I've got a lot more time to do stuff. So this week is literally just work. It's never ending, but it's okay, we're making it work. I'm relying on meal prep. I've got more meal prep coming into the gym tomorrow, so I'm just going to buy some of that for my lunches and things like that, so I haven't got to worry about food. And we just wing it, we make it work as we go. Okay, so I spent all of Thursday at the gym, taking sessions, doing laptop work, all that kind of stuff. Lived off meal prep and squeezed in a training session. And I ended my day setting myself up for the morning so I could have a little bit of a lie-in, because I knew I needed it. Happy Friday, I am officially in work this morning. So Last morning shift of the week. It's been a very busy week this week with so many changes going on. I am here for the morning PT shift. I'm all set up and ready to go. Once I've done that, I'm going to train, then I'm going to head home. I've got a very busy afternoon on the laptop to get a whole load of work done. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can get like 90% of my steps done while I'm here this morning, so that I haven't got to worry about walk until later on this evening when I take the dogs out. It's been a mad week. I've more or less been at the gym or at my laptop the entire time, getting everything sorted. But things are starting to settle, we're starting to find our groove, so we're getting there. So Friday afternoon was another laptop day, and I think you've gathered what the week's been like for me more or less this week now. Laptop, gym. I did have some time up Friday night to go for food with friends, which was definitely needed. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday at last. This week has been crazy. I had to go to the gym this morning, totally unexpected, and say hi to you too, Sam. What's happening? We're on the way now to a wedding appointment in Carmarthen. We're meeting our celebrant. I probably should have done this months ago, but I just kept forgetting. So 5 months to go, and I'm finally booking in the celebrant to actually get it all officially done. So getting all that sorted now. Then we're gonna have, hopefully, an afternoon car shopping, because I am desperate for a new car before we go watch the Swans. You're not having a new car, so think again. I'm having a new car. So yeah, afternoon watching the Swans. Maybe we'll go for some breakfast or some lunch or something now today, and just have a nice chill day after the most crazy week of my life. And just like that, it's Monday again. So yesterday was a mad day in terms of chilling, but was actually really busy. I went for a run in the morning, ended up playing 3 different rounders games and done a lot of cleaning in the house, and then just chilled for the rest of the day. Given how busy last week was, I just needed to slow down. But hopefully you're kind of understanding now, just from seeing how mad my week had been last week, that actually you don't have to have your shit together all the time. Things haven't got to be perfect, and you definitely don't need to know exactly where you're at every day to be able to see results and to make progress and to continue working towards your goals, even when life throws all these crazy curveballs at you. The reality is, last week wasn't a perfect week for me. I ate out more than I usually would. I relied on meal prep a little more than I usually would. But I still got my steps in every day. I still done 4 training sessions. I still got all my work done for the week. I still had some downtime. I still enjoyed some time off. And I had overall a pretty good balance, all things considered. Yeah, there's things I could have worked on. Yeah, there's definitely things I could have done better. I didn't track my calories last week, even though I was mindful most days with what I was eating. But that's okay, you know, like, give yourself a break. You haven't got to be perfect all the time. So hopefully, fingers crossed now, life is settling back down again and we're getting straight back into normal. And I'm excited for the content that I've got planned over the next couple of weeks for you with the YouTube. So as always, please like, subscribe and share to your social media to share to all of your other friends, and I'll catch you in next week's episode where we're hopefully straight back on track with the wedding prep series, and we'll be getting ready to start the dieting phase for my wedding, which I can't believe I'm saying. I can't believe I'm at a point where we're about to start dieting. That's scary. See you all next week.